you. I can guarantee you that the person watching this video has tried changing something in their lives, whether it's a workout routine or a Netflix subscription or even a business strategy, and you're left thinking, did that actually help? So today, I wanted to talk about this thing called the counterfactual analysis, which should be able to help us answer those sorts of questions. Let's think of an example. Let's say you build an app. And right now it's very successful. It's been successful for many years. And your subscription model charges your customers $50 per month. And you want to see what's going to happen if I start charging $100. So you go ahead, you make the change, and you start charging $100 per month. And your revenues go from $100K to $150K a month. That sounds super good. Sounds like you made a $50,000 profit. But no, that's not true at all. To be able to figure out what was the actual profit from that impact, we have to ask ourselves that question. What would have happened if I didn't increase the price? And that's a hard question to answer. Now, there are many ways we can actually answer this, from very, very simple to super complex. Today, I'm going to show you a very simple method, but it's not really about the method. It's more about the way of thinking about this type of problem and how to answer it. So the simple thing that we could do is look at what was the trend last year. When we look at the last year trend, we might see that it was pretty stable for a couple of months, and then it jumped up around this time of the year. And this could happen for many reasons. Maybe it's an app built for hockey players that only use it during the winter, for example. So a counterfactual analysis in this case is we would take our current year graph, and right before we make our change, we can assume that the trend would have continued the same way that it continued last year. That's our counterfactual. Then we can compare what that counterfactual is with what the actual numbers were. And that gap represents the actual profit that came from the change that you made. There are some more complex methods we can do, like an A/B test, a difference in difference analysis, some regression analyses, and we can leave that for another video. So next time you make a change, whether it's in your life or in your business, don't just look at what was the raw impact after the fact. Think about what would have happened if you did not make that change. While this sounds super simplistic, I really find that people don't ask themselves these type of questions enough. And this can easily lead to poor decision making. If you'd like more details on the more complex methods I was mentioning, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.